Hi, I'm Pat and welcome back to the channel. I have a quick garage update for you, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I'll be posting more content like this. But today, I want to fill you in on this car, the Acura NSX. I've been driving this car for the past week almost everywhere. I put 1,000 miles on the car. I was here locally in my area, going to a couple toy drives and cars and coffee events, and I did a road trip to visit a good friend of mine, and we have a video coming soon because we did a collab. So what can I tell you about the Acura NSX during that 1 week of ownership? Well, number one, it goes through gas really quick. And by really quick, I mean you're getting about 21 miles to the gallon, but you only have about a 15-gallon tank. I have been startled quite a few times when that low fuel warning came up at 1/8 of a tank. And I said, oh, I'll be okay for a little while. No, you're not okay for a little while. You need to stop for gas relatively soon. Unlike this car, which was giving me 40, 45 miles to the gallon, especially on road trips, and even better around town. No. This is something you need to be very aware of with a car like this. This performance car doesn't just sip gas, it drinks it. And a stop at a gas station is very important. So when I was on supercar rallies and I had the i8 and everybody else was getting gas but not me, no, I'm one of those guys now. I gotta stop and get gas. So that's number one. This car drinks a lot more gas than I'm used to because the i8 did not do that. So this type of car is a performance hybrid, not a fuel efficient hybrid. It is designed to provide you with additional acceleration and only augment what that 500 horsepower engine in the back does. The 73 horses that you get out of the electric motors in this car, they're only there for performance, not for gas savings. So what else can I tell you about the Acura NSX? Well, it gets a lot of attention. This car definitely gets attention by car enthusiasts. Unlike the BMW i8, that car gets attention by almost everybody. But car enthusiasts are 50-50 on that car. They either love it or they hate it. With this car, most car enthusiasts love the car. It's rare. There's probably, 1,400 cars out produced so far since 2017. It is a rare car. Not many people see them, and a lot of people who are car people have stopped me and said, oh my gosh, that's an NSX. I have never seen one of these. So it's a rare enough car that it attracts the car enthusiast. This attracts a lot more people than just car enthusiasts because they don't know what it is. You pull up to a gas station, you pop the doors up, people come over, what is this car? So this definitely gets a different kind of attention than this car. Now, I've taken this Acura NSX out on several road trips so far. You saw the video, link in the description below, where I took it to a track day. Well, that was a good 2-hour drive. But I've also been up to see my friend Justin at Horsepower Obsessed in Pittsburgh. This is not a comfortable car to drive, not compared to the i8. The i8 has leather seats and the doors open up, which can be sort of a pain, but it's actually easier to get in and out of this car because the Alcantara in this car makes it a little bit more difficult to move around. So getting in and out is actually more difficult. This car sits lower than the i8. But not only that, the seats are not as comfortable as the i8. So this car is truly not a good over-the-road car for me. Now, I've spoken to other NSX owners and they've said, I've taken this car on a road trip. It's great. Drove cross country, no problem. But I think because I'm a little bit shorter than they are, the seat doesn't fit me properly, and I'm just not as comfortable in this car as I am this car. So if I definitely want to go on a road trip, I would rather take this. Another thing that I've noticed that I'm not used to, no storage space. I can't just take my jacket off and throw it in the back seat. There is none. In fact, my seat is right up against the partition between the cockpit and the engine compartment. So this makes it a little bit more difficult. I end up placing more things in the trunk, and then when I need to get them out, I have to stop and then go into the trunk and get them. Whereas with that car, I have room in the back seats, I have the back floor, I can reach back into my cooler and get a fresh drink and be refreshed for continued driving. But with this, I gotta stop. I don't have access to my stuff. So this is definitely not as fun when you are going on a trip because you don't have access to things or places to put things. You have a passenger with you, you have that heavy jacket because it's getting colder. Well, either the passenger has to hold it or you got to stop, get out, and put it in the trunk. Well, that makes life a little bit more difficult, but I guess when you're driving an NSX, you should understand that and be okay with it. And one final thing that I've noticed, the tires. The tires on the Acura NSX are summer tires, and they're designed to only be used above 40 degrees. So when it's cold out and it's a little wet, this car, it's Spin City. You've got to be really careful when you're pulling out from a dead stop. You can't get on it. Meanwhile, the BMW i8, these Continental DWS 06 tires, they're all seasons. I could drive them in the snow. And it's not overpowered. This car is actually very well balanced so that you don't have that problem where if you got to pull out in front of somebody in traffic, you're not going to lose control of this car. This car, on the other hand, well, it is a true supercar. Sports car, supercar. So I completely understand why this has as much power as it does, but the hybrid system in the i8 definitely balances the front of the car compared to the rear, whereas the hybrid system in the NSX, no, it's only there for a little bit of boost. Other than that, you're on that mid-engine, and those 500 horses, well, they're going to spin those tires. But I will say, the doors on this car, well, they make it so I don't have to worry about where I park. These doors, you need 2 feet of clearance, and that means you got to be very careful who you park next to or making sure that you park next to a curb. Not the case with this car. In fact, if you park next to a curb, you might actually open the door into the curb. So it's probably better that you just park wherever you're comfortable and it's good to go. So this is just a quick update after I've been driving the NSX for a while. And I got to admit, the BMW i8, even though I thought, well, this is going to be the more exciting car, so this is only going to sit in the garage, I'm wrong. This car does very, very well in many aspects compared to this car. And in fact, it's nice to have them both here. If I need to go to the grocery store, I'm taking that. Because I took this and it really wasn't nice. So this was much better to take to the grocery store. I can fill it up with groceries, no problem. I can keep it in electric mode, I can drive to the store and back, not burn a drop of gas. So it definitely has a good place in the garage. Hey, I'm pretty lucky I have both of these cars, so that's what's been going on at Pat's Garage, and I wanted to share a quick update with you so you know exactly what's been going on this past week. It's a cool car. I really enjoy it. And I'm already making purchases for some upgrades. So there will be more content on this car, but also there will be more content on the i8. My friend Alex in the UK is working on a new exhaust. He's promised me that he's going to send me one of them so that I can put this on the i8 and create a good video for you and show you just what capabilities are for that exhaust. So definitely stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications, and give me a big thumbs up because I'm going to be bringing you more car content with the Acura NSX and the BMW i8. So you're going to want to stay tuned. Thanks for watching and happy motoring.